frustrated about ball. He's able to get his body right. He's a pro. He knows what he has to do this year, to fulfill his ultimate dream, and he's become a leader in the secondary. He's not really that vocal, but he leads by example, and he's had a great spring, a great summer, man, and we're excited about what he's going to do in the fall.
What does having somebody who's like an above-average player at Rosen do for this defense?
Just provides versatility. We can move him all over. He's not going to just be set at one position. We're going to move him around, but just a guy like that who isn't going to shy away from contact, who's going to be the guy who sets the tone for this defense and what we want to bring to the table physicality-wise. It's going to be great, man. Just wishing that he can stay healthy for 12, 16 games, however many we play, and I think he's going to have a great year for us.
About Shy, I know he's a guy that I think there's a lot of kind of hope and expectations put on last year. Probably didn't live up to it. How's he responded?
Yeah, Shy is he started 3 years. He has a lot of ball, under his belt. He's a cerebral player, and he kind of got set back in spring because of a foot injury that allowed other guys to take the next step. So it's a competition back there. We feel we have a lot of guys who can step in and play ball, and I'm excited to see the way those guys go out and compete. Because, like I said, there's still some jobs that are open out there, and it's all about competition, especially at Florida State.
I don't know if you've already talked about Jeremiah, but adding him in the spring window, what has he brought to your defense early on from what you can see?
Just a pro mindset. Like I said, he's a film junkie. He lives in the building. He takes care of his body. He understands route concepts. He's a vocal leader when he has to, and he just brings a real, true maturity to the DB room. And I think guys recognize that. He's one of the few guys in the secondary that's played a lot of ball in college and has actually made plays. So he brings that aspect to it, and I think guys are looking forward to playing with him.
Yeah, I was talking to Tony just now, and he seemed to infer that Jeremiah had just this insane instincts, just that next level. Some guys may be a little bit flat-footed in terms of their decision-making process, making a plays. Jeremiah doesn't seem to have that. At least that's what Tony thinks. Is that what you see as well?
Yeah, he understands. He's been in college 4 years, so he understands, route concepts and how teams are trying to attack you. And, that just goes with experience. And he puts the work in. He puts the work in, man. And you can't sell him short of why he makes those plays, because he's in the building all day. He studies his tail off, and he goes out there and put it on the grass. So, like I said, man, excited to have him here. He's brought a maturity to our room, and he's going to make a lot of plays for us this year.
You've had some more time with Coach Cooper by your side. Just how has he helped you grow in your position, and how have you guys developed your bond together as coaches of the secondary?
Man, Coop's been great, man. It just gave us an opportunity to kind of split guys up, between the corners and the safeties. Even though we're one position, it kind of freed us up to do what we do. And he's been a valuable asset, man. Just his relationship with the kids, the way he comes to work, is his knowledge of football, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, man. We work well together along with Coach Moss and Coach McCray. So those secondary guys, man, you have to have a different mindset, and I think he brings that. He challenges guys. He doesn't sell them short, and he coaches his tail off. So I'm excited to see what this season brings.
Yeah, this defense struggled to get takeaways last year a little bit. This new defense that's being installed, definitely good, but really good at stopping the run. Do you think there's the potential for more takeaways this year from your guys?
I think so. I think with this defense, it gives us an opportunity to see ball more. The past couple of years, even though we had some really, really good defense, it didn't allow us to make plays because our back was always to the ball because we played so much press man. But now we're going to allow guys to get off, use their instincts, use their eyes, and go make plays. That's why you come to Florida State. That's why we recruit the way we do, because we want to recruit the best athletes who have the ability to make plays. And I think with this group, we do that, and I think this defense is going to allow them to do that as well.
Talk to me a little bit about Zay since he's been here. Are you guys seeing him at corner, at safety? Have you not placed a position on him yet? But what have you seen from him so far? As a guy that obviously really well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're starting him at corner right now, but with his size, his length, his ability. You know, he provides versatility to us. So, you know, like I said, he's at corner right now, but I think he's smart enough and he has enough football knowledge where we can move him around, and you know he's not going to miss a beat. So excited to what his future holds. He just got to keep, you know, doing the little things right, both on and off the field. And I think he will. Just some maturing that he has to do, and that's with every freshman that comes in. But he'll get it done.
I guess just in terms of the maturity of the room, Jabril was somebody that we heard a lot about in the spring, and this guy taking that next step on the field, which maturity-wise. Is there somebody else that's kind of being underplayed or slept on, in your opinion, that deserves a little bit more recognition as somebody to pay attention to this preseason camp and first couple games?
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's a room full of guys who I feel like could go in and get the job done. With Jabril, you know, he's a guy, ultra athletic, and I think he's taking that next step with his maturity as far as, you know, being a pro in the meeting room, taking care of yourself, just doing the little things off the field, preparing, watching more film, and he's a natural playmaker. He has natural ball skills. He jumps out the gym. He has quickness. He has instinct. So he's going to get his opportunity to make his mark this year, and I know he's looking forward to the opportunity, and so are we as coaches.